Alrighty. Any pains or injuries before we start? Same? Yeah. Yeah. Continue to work productively as we've talked about, okay? All right, good day, everyone. This is Stephen Chang coming to you live from 333 Grand in downtown Jersey City, New Jersey. Please visit my website, simhayoga.com, for the hybrid schedule, which is in person here at 333 Grand, as well as through Zoom. You can register for class through ubindi.com. And if you are watching this on YouTube, classes are $10, and you can pay through Venmo or PayPal. Payment information on the bottom of the video, as well as my website, simhayoga.com. Today's class is Intermediate Advanced Lab. It is a level 2, level 3. If you're working with any kind of special conditions or limitations, make sure that you do modify or skip poses altogether, always making good decisions about your movement practice so that you don't create any injuries or perpetuate any injuries. Now, if your back or your hips are tight, you might want to elevate and sit up on a block with some blankets, and that'll make it easier for you to sit up tall. Okay, palms face up. Fingers come to Jnana Mudra. Thumb and index fingers touching. Grounding evenly through your seat, elongating through your spine. And through the breath, let the mind start to quiet. An Ujjayi breath whenever you're ready, with your lips touching and a slight restriction to the back of the throat, creating the ha sound as you inhale and exhale, kind of like you're trying to fog up a mirror with your nose. Three ohms together, inhale. Keeping the eyes closed, hands together in prayer from the heart. Pressing the thumbs into your heart, heart back into the thumbs. Lifting the heart up toward the sky. Setting your intention for yoga practice. Devoting your practice to someone or something, or to yourself, your supreme self that lives within your heart. Chanting the mantra for purification, purifying the space in which you practice yoga. Call and response. Om Pavitraha, Om Pavitraha, Pavitrawa, Pavitrawa, Sarva Vushtan, Katopiwa, Katopiwa, Yaha Smarit, Pundrikaksham, Sapahya, Bihyandraha, Suchihi. Beginning to open the eyes, palms face up, fingers come back to Jnana Mudra. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, right ear to the right shoulder, right hand to the left side, elongate through the left side of the neck. And chin toward the right shoulder. Release back to center, drop the right hand, left ear to the left shoulder, left hand to the right side. Chin toward the left shoulder. Release back to center, drop left hand, chin toward the chest. Big circles with the head in one direction, ear to one side, roll it back. Opposite side, roll the center. A few more rounds in that same direction. Chin back toward the chest and pause. And then taking the opposite direction. And chin back toward the chest again. And lifting the chin parallel to the floor, a neutral spine. Extending the legs forward, separating your feet, hands supporting to either side, and sitting up tall. Flexing through your heels and turning your toes toward each other. And then roll them out. Draw in, roll out. Draw in. Outer rotation, circling. Back to center, switch them around, inner rotations. Back to center again. Cross your shins, but take the opposite shin on top. So this is your non-dominant crossing of the legs. Inhale, taking the arms up high and extend. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, back to center, arms up. Exhale, twist to your left. Back to center again. Exhale, side bends, right hand down, left arm overhead. Back to center, other side. And back to center again, legs forward. Forward fold, you can grab your feet, ankles or your shins. Come to a neutral spine and hinge at the hips to take it forward. Gently take it back up. Draw the left heel in, swing the right heel back, creating a letter S with your legs. Then walk your hands over to your left side, supporting with your fingers or your palms. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist and bow forward halfway. Stop at the halfway point. Inhale again. Exhale, twist a little bit deeper. Bow forward a little bit more. Inhale, release. Make your way back up. Keep the legs as they are. Exhale, counter twist to the right. Back to center again. Ground the left palm to the floor. Pivot to your shins. Raise your right arm up and across the collarbone. Back in space for the heart opener and the back bend. Then reach your right arm up over the right ear toward the left side for the side stretch. Take the seat back down. Swing the right leg around, seated spinal twist. Right hand is behind you, left arm up, inhale. Exhale, twist to the right. Square back to center, twist to your left. Forward folding dragonfly. With your left leg, extend the left leg forward so you're on the side of the foot. Walk your right foot higher up the left leg and rotate the toes to point to the left side of the room. Left hand to your floor, right arm is up, and then reach forward and forward fold. Walk your hands back in. Ground the left palm to the floor. You might need to rotate your left hand to face the back of the room. And then lift the seat. Raise your right arm up and extend. Release your seat back down. Draw the left heel back in. Extend the right leg forward. Extend left leg forward. Take the arms up high. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Come back up, second side. Draw the right heel in, swing the left heel back. A reverse letter S. Walk your hands over to the right side. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist, and start to bow forward halfway. Stopping at the halfway point, inhale again. Exhale, twist deeper, bow forward a little bit more. Inhale, take it back up. Keep the legs as they are. Counter twist to your left. Come back to center. Right hand comes to the floor for support. Lift up onto your shins. Left arm up and across the collarbone, back in space for the heart opener and the back bend. Raise your left arm up over the left ear, reaching to the right side for the side stretch. Release, take the seat back down. Swing the left leg all the way around for seated spinal twist. Left hand is behind you. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, twist to your left. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, counter twist to the right. Forward folding dragonfly. Extend the right leg forward and you're on the outside of the right foot. Adjust your left leg to walk it further up your left foot and then point the toes to your right side of the room. Right hand to floor for support, left arm up. Inhale, exhale, fold forward. This is your forward folding dragonfly. Start to release, walk it back in. Adjust your right hand to point back behind you. Then lift the seat, raise your left arm up and to the back of the room. Release, take the seat back down, square back to center, extend the legs forward. This time, separate your feet about mat's width. Inhale, arms up high. Exhale, forward fold. You can grab your inner feet or anywhere to the inner legs. Then re-lengthen your spine. Exhale, forward fold a little bit more deeply. Inhale, release, take it back up. Soles of feet together, knees apart, Baddha Konasana, grabbing the ankles, and let's butterfly your knees just a little bit. Come back to stillness. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, forward fold once again. Try to keep a neutral spine the best you can. And release. Take the knees together. Swing the legs back behind you for down dog and start to pedal out the legs. Walk it out side to side. All right. Come back to stillness in your down dog. Inhale, raise your right leg up, three-legged dog. Exhale, right knee in toward the nose, around the spine. Inhale, kick up, open up the hips and bend the right knee. Right knee outside of the right arm in touch. Kick back up. Knee comes into twist and touch your left arm. Kick back up. Step in your right foot forward, low lunge. Raise the arms up high for high lunge. Balancing here. Inhale, lengthen front leg, reach up higher. Bend the front knee, arms alongside. Lengthen, reach up. Bend the front knee, arms alongside. Lengthen, reach up, keep the arms reaching. Bend the front knee, high lunge. Then dip the left knee towards the floor, not touching down. Lengthen it back up. Dip the left knee, lengthen it back up. Dip the left knee, lengthen it back up. Wrap the hands back behind you, interlace. Lift up, gaze upwards. Come back to center, arms up high, then hands to the floor. Frame your right foot and lengthen out the right leg. Staying here for a couple of breaths in your pyramid. Bend the front knee, left hand stays down, right arm up to twist. We're going to coordinate the lengthening and bending of the front knee with circles with the right arm. So as you lengthen your right leg, reach your right arm back and down. Bend the front knee, circle your right hand forward and up 3 times. Lengthen, reach back and down. Bend and circle it forward and up. Lengthen, reach back and down. Bend and circle it forward and up into a half bind. Right hand behind you, twist a little bit deeper. Raise your right arm back up, right hand to the floor. Warrior 1, ground the back heel and rise up. Exhale, open it up, warrior 2. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, hands to the floor, right foot, stepping back, plank. Inhale, 1 breath. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left heel up. Exhale, left knee in toward the nose. Inhale, kick up, open up the hips, bend the left knee. Left knee outside of the left arm in touch. Kick back up. Knee comes into twist, touch your right arm. Kick back up. Stepping your left foot forward, low lunge. Take the arms up high, high lunge, and steady your balance here. On the inhale, lengthen front leg, reach up higher. Bend the front knee, arms alongside. Lengthen, reach up. Bend the front knee, arms alongside. Lengthen, reach up. Keep the arms reaching. Bend the front knee, stay here. Then dip the right knee toward the floor. Lift back up. Dip and lift. Dip and lift. Wrap the hands back behind you. Interlace with the opposite thumb on top. Taking the back bend, looking up. Come back to neutral, arms up high. Let the hands come to the floor and lengthen out the left leg. Left hamstring stretch in your pyramid. Bend the front knee. Right hand stays down, left arm up to twist. All right, so we're going to lengthen and bend the front knee with circles. Lengthen out your left leg. Reach your left arm back and down. Bend the front knee. Circle it forward and up. Lengthen. Reach back and down. Bend and circle it forward and up. Lengthen. Back and down. Bend, circle it up into a half bind. Left hand behind you. Twist a little bit deeper. Raise your left arm back up. Left hand to the floor. Warrior one. Ground the back heel and rise up. Open it up. Warrior two. Reverse warrior. Hands to the floor, left foot stepping back. Plank. Inhale one breath. Exhale chaturanga. Inhale up dog. Exhale down dog. Inhale right heel up. Exhale right knee in toward the nose. Inhale, kick up, open up the hips, bend the right knee to outside the right arm and touch. Kick it back up and flip the dog, roll onto outside the left foot, right foot back behind you. Flip it back around, right leg up. Right knee comes into twist, touch your left arm. Kick it back up. Fallen triangle, right leg over to your left side, lift and extend. Flip it back around again, right leg up. Step the right foot forward, low lunge. Raise the arms up high, high lunge. Hands together in prayer, interlace your fingers, press your palms forward. Inhale, lengthen front leg, reach up high. Bend the front knee, press forward, and twist to the right. Square center, lengthen, reach up. Bend, press forward, and twist. Square center, lengthen, reach up. Bend, press forward, and twist. Stay twisting. Right hand behind you, half bind. Left arm, outer right knee, and twisted lunge. Inhale all the way up and around. Reverse warrior. Side angle. Modifying elbow to top of the knee, other hand to floor, left arm up. Extended side angle, left arm reaching forward. Half bind, left arm up and behind you. You can stay here in the half bind or take the full bind. Thread the right arm underneath, catch the other hand behind you. Then you want to lift the upper torso. Lean it back in space and stack the shoulders, gently looking up. Release your binds. Inhale, come up. Reverse warrior. Lengthen out the right leg, triangle. Modifying, hand to top of the shin or right hand down, left arm up. Extended triangle, left palm face down and reach forward. Half bind, left arm up and behind you. You have an option here of staying in the half bind in your triangle. If you want to go for a fully bound triangle, then you want to bend your right knee, and just like you did in side angle with the bind, Take the bind first, and then lengthen out the front leg for the bound triangle. Wherever you are, release. Inhale, come up. Reverse triangle. Bend the front knee, hands to the floor, right foot stepping back, plank. Inhale, one breath. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left heel up. Exhale, left knee in toward the nose. Inhale, kick up, open up the hips, bend the left knee. Left knee outside of the left arm and touch. Kick it back up, open up the hips and flip. Flip it back around again, left leg up. Left knee comes into twist, touch your right arm. Kick back up, fallen triangle, left leg over to the right side. Lift and extend the right hand forward. Flip it back again, left leg up. Step your left foot forward, low lunge. Arms up high, high lunge. Hands together in prayer, interlace with the other thumb on top and press your palms forward. Inhale, lengthen front leg, reach up high. Bend the front knee, press forward and twist to your left. Square center, lengthen, reach up. Bend, press forward and twist. Square center, lengthen, reach up. Bend, press forward and twist. Stay twisting to your left. Left hand behind you, half bind. Right arm, outer left knee for the twisted lunge. Inhale, come all the way up and around. Reverse warrior. Exhale, side angle. You can modify elbow to top of the knee or the hand to the floor, right arm up. Extended side angle, right palm face down, reach forward. Half bind, right arm up and behind you. You can stay here in the half bind if your shoulders are tight, or work for the full bind. Left arm underneath and catch the other hand. Lift the upper torso, lean it back in space, and stack the shoulders to realign. Release the binds. Inhale, come up. Reverse warrior. Lengthen out the left leg, triangle. Hand to top of the shin or to the floor, right arm up. Extended triangle, right palm facing down, reach forward. Half bind, right arm up and behind you. Stay in the half bind or if you're working for the full bind. Bend your left knee, thread your left arm underneath to catch, and then re-lengthen out the left leg. Release your binds. Inhale, come up. Reverse triangle. Bend the front knee, hands to the floor. Left foot, stepping back, plank. Inhale, one breath. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right heel up. Exhale, right knee in toward the nose. Keep the knee in toward the nose or take 3 dips. Bend the elbows, press back up. Bend the elbows, press back up. Bend the elbows, press back up. Kick the right leg up, open up the hips, bend the right knee and flip. Stay in this flip dog or pick up the right foot, draw the right knee in. Vashisthasana side plank variation. You can take the hand to the knee, or if you have the extension of hand to big toe, get the big toe and extend the right leg up. All right, starting to release, flip it back again, right leg up. Right leg over to left side, fallen triangle. This time, if you want, pick up the right foot with your left hand and extend it out. Or if you want, suspend the right foot in space, left arm reaching forward. All right, release your right foot back down, left hand down, and lower all the way down on the outer right leg. So get the legs to 90 degrees. So the right leg is about horizontal to the front of the mat. Left leg is about vertical to the side of the mat. Flex your feet. Then walk your hands to square the torso to face forward. So you're going for a middle spinal twist. Walk your hands forward about a foot and start to lower your forearms down. So kind of like a Sphinx pose on the upper torso, except you're in a rotated position, working into your middle spinal twist. Once you get a few breaths in, if you're looking for more intensity, think about the right shoulder drawing back, left arm, left shoulder drawing down. All right, walk your hands back in, lift the elbows up. We're going to take that deeper. Right palm stays on the floor. Left arm threads underneath, and as you thread the left arm underneath, bend your right elbow, left shoulder, left cheek coming down toward the floor, and looking to the right side. All right, press into your right hand, lift back up. You're going to sit up facing toward the back of the room, to the corner of the room, so your legs are still 90 degrees, okay? So you're going to frame your left leg with your left hand, right arm up, and fold over your left leg, reaching for the inside of the left foot with your right hand. So Kevin, what you can do is hands to either side, lengthen, and then gently lean forward. All right, take it back up. Other leg, right hand to your floor. Left arm is up, inhale. Exhale, fold forward over right leg. All right, so Kevin, if that's too much, just find a lengthy spine. So you don't even have to lean forward as long as you're looking for lengthiness, okay? All righty, make your way back up. We're going to come out of the pose. So roll back to the outside of the right foot, inside the left. Ground your palms. So you're going to start to face forward again. Tuck the left toes under, swing the right leg up. Three-legged dog. Step the right foot forward, low lunge. Arms up high for high lunge. Eagle arms. You're going to wrap the right arm underneath your left. So your left arm should be on top. Lift the elbows up, gaze up. Then come back to neutral. Tip forward for warrior three with eagle arms. If your balance is good, you can go further. If this is good enough, stay here. If you're going further, toppling tree. So you're going to bow forward a little bit more with your torso. Raise your left leg higher, so think like a standing split. Stay on the right leg. Start to stand up on the right leg for eagle. You're going to wrap the left leg over your right. Bend your right knee. Let the feet draw down. You can stay high up with your torso, or you can round the torso to draw the elbows toward the knees for the crouching of the eagle. When you start to break, you're going to come back through warrior three to step it back to warrior one. So lift the torso back up, Stay on the right leg. Reach your left heel back and through the balance of Warrior 3. Step it back to Warrior 1 legs and then release your hands. Reach your arms out and up. Open it up. Warrior 2. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, hands to the floor, right foot stepping back, plank. Inhale, one breath. Exhale, lower all the way down to the belly. Reach your fingertips back, reach your toes back. Shavasana, locust. Lift the head, lift the upper back. Lift your feet, lift your thighs. Once you balance, reach your hands back as well. And then if you can lift it a little higher, lift the upper back. And reach. And release, hands alongside the rib cage, tuck the toes under. Press up into a plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left heel up. Exhale, left knee in toward the nose. Hold it there or 3 dips. Bend the elbows, press it back. Bend the elbows, press it back. Bend the elbows, press it back. Kick it up, open up the hips, bend the left knee, and flip the dog. Roll onto outside the right foot, drop the left foot back behind you. So once again, stay here in the flip dog. Skandasana side plank by picking up your left foot, drawing your left knee in. You have the option of hand to knee or hand to big toe and extend. Release, flip it back. Left leg up. Fallen triangle, left leg over to the right side. Reach up and overhead. Stay here or take the option of picking up the left foot with your right hand and extending out. You can also suspend the foot and reach your right arm overhead. Release, right hand comes down and slowly lower onto outer left leg. You're on the outer left leg, inner right, legs are roughly 90 degrees. Walk your hands forward about a foot and then lower your forearms down. All right, so Kevin, if this is intense for your lower back, you can skip the rest of it and just hold it here, okay? So as you ground the left elbow, left arm down, right shoulder down, you can intensify it by drawing also your left shoulder slightly back, and that will deepen your middle thoracic twist. But keep your legs engaged and extend it through the heel in a flexed foot position. Next, for you guys, you went further and you slid your arms out, so repeat it here as well. Two more breaths. All right, start to walk your hands back in and lift the elbows up. We're going to take the twist, threading the needle. Right arm threads underneath your left, and as you keep reaching your right hand to your left side, bend your left elbow. So the shoulder and the right side of the head or the cheek comes toward the floor. And this is a deepening of your thoracic twist. Keep resisting with your left hand by pressing your left hand down and then drawing your left shoulder back. All right, press into your left hand. Lift all the way back up and come to a seated position. You're facing toward the corner of the back of the room. This time we're going to take a side stretch. Left arm to the inside of the left leg. Left arm, right hand to the inside of the right leg. Left arm overhead. And then start to slide toward the back of the room. If you have the range to bind the left hand to the right foot, go ahead and take the bind. Otherwise, it is a simple side stretch. Release. Take it back up and switch directions. Left arm to inside the left leg. Right arm out and overhead as you slide to the left. You're getting the right side stretch. So keep your right hand extending or take the bind of the right hand to your left foot. And start to release. Make your way back up. Square to the front of the room again. So roll to the outside of the left foot, inside of the right. Ground the palms and kick your left leg up. Three-legged dog. Step the left foot forward, low lunge. Raise the arms up high for high lunge. Eagle arms. Wrap the left arm underneath your right. Lift the elbows up, gaze up. Then come back to neutral, tip forward, warrior three. Standing on the left leg, your torso and your right leg about parallel to the floor. All right, just working on this balance here. If you're going further, you're going to dip the torso a little lower, raise your right leg higher like a standing split. So this is your toppling tree. Stay on that left leg, start to stand up for eagle. You're going to wrap the right leg over your left, bend your left knee, drop the seat. You can stay more vertical, or you can start to work on rounding, drawing your elbows toward the top of the knees. Start to release, and through warrior three, stay on the balance. Through warrior three, step it back to warrior one, and then releasing your hands, reach your arms out and up. Exhale, open it up, warrior two, reverse warrior. Hands to the floor, left foot stepping back plank, and lower all the way down to the belly. So, if you're not taking the deeper back bend, then repeat what we did on the first side, Shavasana, with the arms and legs reaching back. If you're taking bow pose, Dhanurasana, grab the feet. And then on the inhale, kick your feet up, lift your thighs. Use that action to help you lift the upper back. Once you have your back bend, if you want to go deeper, lift even higher, kicking even more strongly back in space. And start to release. Hands alongside the rib cage, tuck the toes under. Press back up into a plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Yogic squat, walk your feet forward toward your hands. Take the feet wide, toes are turned out. Try to keep the heels down if you can. And then hands together in prayer. Take the hands to the floor, shift to your left foot, reach your right heel out. This becomes a Skandasana Squat. Now, if you're on your left tiptoes, right, and you cannot draw the left heel all the way down, keep your hands supporting on the floor. If your heel can come down and you can balance, hands together in prayer. If you can balance freely here, reach your arms back and bow forward. Or you can also bind the hands back behind you and reach your knuckles up and overhead. Start to release and gently Take the seat down. Right hand, grab the left ankle, side bending over the right leg again. Reach your left arm up and overhead. Either extend or bind. So this is your full variation of Skandasana. Take it back to center. Keep the legs as they are. Twist to your left. Square back to center. Counter twist to the right. Square back to center with your hands supporting. Lift the seat. Then shift the weight to your left foot. Draw the right heel back in. Yogic Squat. All right, second side. Hands to the floor. Shift to your right foot. Extend the left leg out. Flex your foot and pivot to your heel. So find a nice steady position. If you're able to ground the right heel down, fantastic. If not, and you're on your tiptoes, keep your hands supporting. Right? It's kind of shaky there, right? So you want to make sure you're nice and stable. If you can free up your hands together in prayer, take it there. And then if you're taking the option of taking the hands back and bowing forward, you can do that. Or if you can bind, take the opposite interlacing of your hands, reach your knuckles up and back as you fold. All right, start to break. Hands come back to the floor. You're going to gently take the seat down. Skandasana. Left hand, grab the right ankle. Side bend over your left leg. And either just reach your right arm to the side or binding the right hand to your left foot. Start to break. Make your way back up. Twist to the right. Wrap the left arm around your right knee. Back to center. Counter twist to your left. Square back with your hands supporting. Lift the seat and shift back to your yogic squat. Hands together in prayer. Hands to the floor, crow pose. Knees to the back of the arms, gaze forward, tip forward and balance. All right, when you're ready to break, step the feet back down. With your hands supporting, gently lift the seat about halfway, keeping your knees bent. Shift your way back toward the heels. Lift the head, lift the upper back, and through the strength of the legs and neutral spine, make your way up to a standing position. Once you come to vertical, reach your arms out and up and slightly back bending. Come back to vertical, side bending to the right. Back to center, side bending to your left. Back to center, cactus your arms, twist to the right. Back to center, twist to your left. Center again, tree pose, stepping your left foot in towards center, picking up your right knee. Sole of the right foot, inner left leg. Setting up your legs, then arms up and out. Once you have your balance, you have many options here. You can stay in your basic tree. You can take the heart opener by wrapping your hands back behind you and broadening your chest. You can side bend over to the right. If you have your half lotus, tiptoe balances, go ahead and take it. So it's a half lotus, forward folding, shifting forward into tiptoe balance with your half lotus, and balancing here. Now another option, if you want for today, it is from tree into one-legged crow. So I'm going to give you a side view. Hands to the floor, ahead of you. Bend the right arm back, take the right knee to the back of the right arm, shift the weight forward, and kick your left leg back. So that's your one-legged crow, if you want to check that out. Okay, so from your tree, release your right leg. Hands come forward, just like your regular crow pose, about 1.5 feet forward. Bend the arms, particularly your right arm. Take the right knee to the back of the right arm. Find the platform. Gaze to the floor. Shift forward. Once you find the balance, left leg kicks back. That's right. Nice and slow. Good. Yeah. Right? It's a very different balance because you're asymmetrical, right? Now, if you're going to try for that one-legged crow, but you don't have quite the strength and the balance to kick the leg back, you can just take the knee to the back of the arm and just hover here. Pick up the foot. So you are asymmetrical, right? Because you're on one side. But you're not extending the leg back yet because maybe you're just not ready to, right? So you can still work on learning how to balance instead of on both arms like crow, you're just shifting to one arm. And then maybe you start to eventually work your leg back. Right? So it is a very tricky balance, right? So go slow. Maybe the first thing to do, instead of kicking the leg back, is to just take the knee off the arm and then just balance there. All right. Think about it. We're going to second side. We're on the left foot. All right. Step the right foot back down here. Exhale, dive forward. Stay in the forward fold and just take a few breaths here. All right, so Kevin, if it's too much strain because we've been doing a lot of back stuff, just stay in a standing position, perfectly fine. We're just resting. All right, when you're ready to break, bend the knees, let the seat drop a little bit, lift the head, lift the upper back. Through a neutral spine, through the strength of the legs, start to rise up. And once you're up again, arms out and up into a slight back bend. Come back to vertical, bend your right elbow, left hand to right elbow, side bend left. Back to center, re-extend, switch sides, bend your left elbow, right hand to left elbow, side bend right. Back to center, left hand back behind you, half bind, right hand to your left shoulder, and gently press your left shoulder back to deepen your twist. Square back, switch sides, right hand behind you, half bind, left hand to your right shoulder, push your right shoulder back, and twist deeper. Square back to center, tree, stepping on the right foot, pick up the left knee, sole of the left foot, inner right leg. Hands together in prayer, arms up and out, and connect with your balance in tree. And so again, if you're working on your options, you can wrap the hands back behind you, taking the other thumb on top for the heart opener and the back bend. Side bending to left, left arm to left leg, right arm overhead. If you're taking a half lotus, forward fold, tiptoe balances, keep working on that, right? So it's half lotus. Forward fold with the hands supporting, walk your hands forward, tip into your right tiptoes, and once you have your balance, start to shift back, and then take the full balance with the hands coming together in prayer. You're on your right tiptoes. For those of you working with your one-legged crow, right? So it is tree pose. You're going to release your left foot. Take your hands forward by about 1.5 feet, maybe 2 feet. Bend both arms, left knee to back of the left arm. Gaze to the floor, just like your regular crow. Gently shift forward. You can first Just pick up the right foot, keep the right knee drawn in. If you're pretty balanced and can free up your right leg to shoot it back, that is your one-legged crow. All right, try not to let the head dip too low because then you're going to feel like you're falling forward. Keep the chest lifted and the head lifted. All right, just like your regular crow, right? In crow, we don't want to dip down too much, right? Then it's too much weight forward. You want to shift forward with the heart and the chest lifted and the head lifted so that it's becoming like a seesaw, like a level balance. All right, getting there, Kevin. All right. Let's come back to your tree. And then stepping your left foot down, chair. Exhale, dive forward, forward fold. Let's take a few breaths here. Once again, in your forward fold. All right, let's take it to Crescent Moon. Bend your knees, stepping your right foot back. Right knee comes down. Extra padding to your right knee if you need to. Set up your legs, hands on top of the thighs, lunge your hips forward. Once you have your foundation set, arms up and back in Venus Mudra. It should be your left leg forward, so maybe Joyce. Right, Joyce, yeah. All right, let's take the hands to the floor, to the inside of the left foot. Turn your left toes out at an angle. Walk your right hand a little bit wider. Raise your left arm up and behind you, half bind. If this is good enough, stay here. If you're binding, bend your right knee. Reach back with your left hand to grab the inside of the foot. And then kick the foot away from you. So you have that bowing effect to stretch your left arm, left shoulder, and maybe even deepening your twist. Let's go into the quad stretch. Square off your shoulders, keep your bind. As you draw the right heel in toward the seat, fold forward. Make your way back up. Release your binds. Tuck the right toes under. Turn your left toes forward. Half split. Shift your hips over your right knee and flex your left foot, looking for the back of the left leg to extend. Hands to either side. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. So it's a half split. We're going to work toward a full split. You don't have to take a full split. Just keep working to your capacity. All right, step the left foot back down. Walk your left foot forward by about 3 or 4 inches and lunge a little bit more. So you're going deeper into the hip opening. We're going to go into hip opening, hamstring stretch, hip opening, hamstring stretch, and then finally the split or working toward a split. So this is a deeper of a lunge going into your hips, right? All right, we're going to shift it back once again for your hamstring stretch. So flexing your left foot, lengthening the back of the left leg. Now, next time we come forward, we're going to work toward the split. It's the heel, the front heel moving forward and the right knee working back, alternating them, right? So you're going to slide the left heel forward a little bit, inch your right knee further back. Slide the left heel forward, inch your right knee further back. You don't have to take a full split. Just keep working to your capacity. If you have the full split, take your full split. Right? Don't overdo it. Right? Sometimes it takes years for those of us who don't have a split to work toward a split, right? And that's perfectly fine. It probably took me about 5 or 6 years. Nope. I'm hardly a, I'm sorry? Some people are, yes, and some people are super flexible, right? I was never flexible. When I first started yoga, I couldn't even do a forward fold touching the floor. So I've come a long way. And do you guys remember when I first came back to the gym, I couldn't do a split, and I kept working on it. It took me like another 2 months to get back. So I took a long break at one point, and then I lost my split during that break because I basically didn't do anything for a few months. And then when I came back, I lost my split, and I was just like, oh, my precious split. Took me years to get there, right? And then eventually I got it back. So we are relatively elastic, and if you lose something that you once had, sometimes you can work it back in. So it just takes time. All right, let's begin to break. As you're ready, right? Supporting with your hands. Be light on the front heel and just gently drag it back. Once you get to a certain point, you're going to step the left foot back down, lunging back forward. Ground the palms. Pick up the right knee, step the left foot back. And my favorite way to neutralize that is an extended malasana. Heels together, toes apart, and then squat into this extended squat. Your arms are extending forward. And it's a really nice way to just neutralize all of that stretch into your hamstrings, into your hips. All right, make your way back to your down dog. All right, second side. Raise your right leg up, step the right foot forward. Left knee comes down, Crescent Moon. All right, set your position. Do extra padding as you need. Hands on top of the thighs and lunge your hips forward. Once you have the hip opening and you're ready, take the arms up, Venus Mudra. All right, start to release your hands to the inside of the right foot. Turn the right toes out at an angle, 30 to 45 degrees. I like to walk my left hand a little bit wider, creating a wider triangle to balance on. Raise the right arm up and behind you, half bind and twist. If this is good enough, you can stay here. You're binding. Bend your left knee. Reach back with your right hand. Grab the inside of the foot. And once you have the foot, you want to kick the foot away from you. And that will start to stretch your right arm, right shoulder a little bit more into that bowing effect. And maybe even deepening your back bend. Sorry about that. I'll get it. They do get in here. All right, if you're then taking the quad stretch, you're going to square up your shoulders, draw the left heel in, and forward fold. All right, so for Kevin, if you're not binding, you can just take the hands forward and take a regular lizard. If you're taking the bind, you can draw the heel in and fold forward. All righty, make your way back up, release your binds. Turn your right toes back forward. You might even walk your foot in back in a little bit. Tuck the left toes under, half split. You're going to shift back and line up the hips over your left knee. Flex your right foot. Begin to get the stretch of the back of the right leg. Supporting hands either side. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Best you can, Kevin. Good. All right, so all these are preparations. Hip opening, leg stretch, hamstring stretch, quad stretch to get you prepared for your split. Lower back stretch. All right, step the right foot back down again, and then crawl the right toes forward by about 3 or 4 inches, and lunge forward a little bit more. And this is getting deeper into the hip opening. You're going to shift back again one more time into your hamstring stretch. And then the next time you come forward, be light on the right heel so you can gently slide the heel forward, knee back, heel forward, knee back, and then just gently negotiate your way into your splits. All right, if you're not ready for the full split, that's okay. Keep your hands supporting, and just one breath at a time, giving yourself a little bit more extension, a little bit more depth in the pose, but most importantly is to gently, calmly breathe into your stretch. All right, so you don't want to go too far and then end up hyperventilating a little bit. When we get a little bit too rigorous, right, we start to breathe a little harder. So try to calm the breath, and that will help you release your muscles, and that will give you also more flexibility. Right? We have to be super careful with flexibility poses because we can overstretch because maybe we get too ambitious or we get careless, right? And we just go too fast too soon. So always make time to patiently work into your stretches. 2 more breaths. Alrighty, beginning to make your way out. So lifting your feet, and again, be light on that front heel so you can gently draw back. Once you get to a certain point, now you can start to lunge forward again. Ground the palms, tuck the left toes under, extended squat. Heels together, toes apart, and draw the seat toward the heels as you squat forward. And when you are ready, down dog. Pigeon, left leg up. Draw the left knee in, land that shin to the floor. Inch your right knee further back. Walk your hands back, elongate through the spine. Once you're set and you're ready, make your way forward. You're welcome to stay here and just take a passive pigeon. Those of you who like variations and want to take something, start working. It could be anything you want. Right, continue to work at your capacity. Some options, if you want to take, is to just take a simple back bend by lifting your torso back up. If you want to bind into your mermaids, you can bend your right knee, grab the outside of the right foot with the right hand, and kick the foot back. So once again, seeking that bow effect. And then once you lean your upper torso back enough, the left arm can come up into a balance. This is your mermaid 1. Mermaid 2, grab the inside of the foot and draw that foot in. Slide that foot across your forearms into your elbow crease, and then reach your right arm up toward the head, right? So you want to reach your hand toward the head because eventually when you reach your other hand back, you want to be able to connect, right, and take the bind. If you don't reach toward your head and your hand is here, right, you never reach. So you always want to reach as close as possible so that you can take the bind. And also because you're not looking back behind you, right? You don't know where your hand is. So think hand toward head. Right? So that's a little trick that I like to use. Hand toward head will get my hands closer toward each other. Alrighty, let's start to finish up. Hands back to the floor. Tuck the right toes under and gently transition back into your down dog and take lots of movement, walking it out side to side. All right, come back to stillness. Second side, right leg up. Draw the right knee in, land that shin to the floor. Right side angles out 30 to 45 degrees. Inch left knee further back, untuck the toes. Walk your hands back, elongate through the spine. And then once you're set, make your way forward. Forearms down or making pillows with the hands. So Vinny's question about flexibility reminds me of a story. When I was doing my training, one of my senior advisors, one of, I guess, Dharma Mitra's longtime students, his name is Anatol. So the story goes that he wakes up in the morning on his belly with a full back bend, touching the crown of the head to his toes. He wakes up like that. Oh, he wakes up doing that as the first thing that he does. So that was the legend, right? True or false, who knows? But the thought that the first thing you do when you wake up in the morning is to take a full back bend. That, I think, is more like what Natalie said. He was probably born with that kind of flexibility. Well, I suppose you can also train into it, right? But then you will have to be trained as a contortionist to really kind of go that deeply, that early, that quickly, right? So when he wakes up, like, oh, I need to stretch. You know how, like, when we all stretch, we wake up in the morning, we go like this, right? Oh, so his stretch is, yeah. Yeah, you can train into that, but I would imagine that he probably was beyond just training. He probably has hypermobility to begin with, and so that just came pretty easily to him. But who knows? I don't really know the story, but that was the legend. So we used to kind of like are so amazed by that. All right, so those of you who took additional variations, right? So you came up for a vertical line and a back bend, or binding hand to foot for Mermaid 1, same hand, same foot, the outside of the left foot, right arm up. Mermaid 2, grabbing the inside of the foot, and as you draw the foot in, slide that foot across your forearms to the elbow crease, and then reach your left hand toward the head. And that will get your hands closer toward each other to more easily bind. Alrighty, when you're ready, let's break. Hands to the floor, tuck the left toes under, and press it back to the down dog. Walk it out side to side. Yeah, I had to work with a lot of intention, a lot of patience for my level of flexibility, and I'm not even super Gumby. I think I'm relatively flexible for a person my age and my athletic level. All right, let's start to walk your feet forward towards your hands and take the feet back down and gently lowering onto your back. Recline twisting. Hug the left knee in, left arm out to a T, and twist to the right. Try to keep your left arm, left shoulder blade flat to the floor. Take it back to center, switch legs, switch arms, and twist to the other direction. And back to center again, hugging both knees in. And when you're ready, step the feet to the floor, slide the legs forward. Shavasana, find a relaxation. Your feet are separated, toes turn out, arms alongside the body, palms face up. Eyes are closed, and let it all go. Beginning to draw your breath back in, moving your fingers and your toes. Reach the arms overhead, stretching in opposite directions, and then rolling over to the right side and come up to a comfortable cross-legged position. When you take a seat, let's take a non-dominant shin on top, and reconnecting to an even seat, lengthy spine, shoulders broad, breath deep, and let the neck be free. Inhale for Om. Om. Hands together in prayer, bowing forward, sealing in the practice. Come up. Namaste, everybody. Thank you so much for being here this morning. And thank you for sharing your practice with me. My name is Stephen Chang, coming to you live from 333 Grand in downtown Jersey City, New Jersey. Please visit my website, simhayoga.com, for the hybrid schedule, which is in person here at 333 Grand, as well as through Zoom. You can register for class through ubindi.com. And if you're watching this on YouTube, classes are $10, and you can pay through Venmo or PayPal. Payment information on the bottom of the video, as well as my website, simhayoga.com. Thank you again for joining me. See you next time.